Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing another podcast. This is probably going to be a fucking disaster.
Shit show.
Or it might be a lot of fun. Who knows? We got Guardbros back with us because we don't know anyone else online.
You're all here for the shit show anyway, so it's why you're tuning in, probably.
Yeah, more than likely. So the way we want to do this is we want to have like a series of topics to talk about. Guardbros is very into Star Wars. We have a lot of I love Star Wars too.
I love Star Wars.
I hate what's going on with a lot of stuff, and I feel like it's done to death with a lot of stuff on Star Wars. So let's get into it. Also, if you guys are watching, have you guys been watching The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett? It's actually pretty good. I've really been enjoying it, but that's for later on. Also, if you have any ideas for the podcast name, at the minute we're going to call it Neckbeard Wars, but
I like
Neckbeardia Experience or Neckbros.
Even though I'm a girl.
Neckbros. I don't know.
Neckbros, Pascal.
If you have any ideas, chuck them down below and just find out. You know what I mean? But what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
So first topic: Star Wars fan, toxic or just high standard?
I refuse to believe that high standards could be even questionable from the new
Yeah, but they had high standards.
I'm sorry. I expect at least something that's not dog shit. That's
I
all
think
I'm saying.
the biggest thing is that everyone grew up on the pièce de résistance of Star Wars, which was from the mind of old Lucas himself. And now you have this Noi Star Wars going on, where it's mostly... I mean, let's be fair here. Except for Rogue One, all the new Star Wars were all like... Not all by new, I mean in the last decade, we're all like just... Shit. Pandering, virtue signaling pieces of shit.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I've got to... look, a lot of people hate me for this. I didn't mind The Force Awakens. And the reason why I did not mind
it's because it was exactly like A New Hope.
Well, yeah, but I was okay with that because I felt like,
It's a good way to ease into the franchise.
I wasn't overly upset about it. I don't think they did any major fuck-ups in it. And I was just happy to see, the old Star Wars aesthetic back.
Yeah.
As I just wanted the aesthetic back.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one of the things that the prequels
I think a lot of us just want it back.
Altogether. Yeah.
And, as Guardbros said, Rogue One, I did a lot of them.
Oh. See that Darth Vader scene? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That tickles so many jubblies. There's a lot of good... Well, the thing is, in Rogue One, there's a lot of good humor. Because Alan Tudyk and K2SO carried that entire fucking show on its back.
Yeah.
I mean, just the well-timed, punchy, sarcastic humor was very Star Wars. Because if you look through the old Star Wars, there's always sarcastic, super dumb humor,
Yeah.
And then you had the super serious movies come out where no time for fun. Yeah. It's all about Rey and her quest. It's like, oh, for God's sakes.
But then they went too comical.
But, that's one of the things. I don't mind Star Wars having comical elements.
They fly now.
They've always had some sort of comedic value to it.
Is this a problem with Marvel syndrome?
I think they were pandering too much towards... especially because they
and they just want to focus more. And, look, I feel like the Marvel stuff, it was good. I haven't watched any Marvel movies in a good few years.
I think the last one we actually went to go see was Doctor.
Yeah, the issue is with Marvel, it's all rinse and repeat. It's the same thing every time. Good guys win, bad guys lose. It's literally like epic rap battles where the ending by page and age 5. Good guys win, bad guys lose. At least with, say, with Star Wars, usually the good guys don't always win. Like in Rogue One, they won, but also all fucking died.
Yeah.
And then it's one of those things where the last couple movies with fucking Mary Ray Sue, they went through how many directors? Fucking exactly.
Every
like
turning
five
director.
Directors or something.
Each one had a new director. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They completely ignored
through ones.
Well, they made Luke look like a fucking murder hobo. They completely ignored the whole Knights of Ren thing. They completely hand waved.
That was actually one of the things they did. That was one of the things they did amazing though in Force Awakens was hyping up Luke though.
Yeah.
I was so hyped.
By the end of that movie, whenever Rey went with a lightsaber and seen Luke, I was like, "Fuck yeah! Next movie's going to be great."
I feel like that's one thing in A New Hope they actually did, well, not A New Hope. Okay, guys, it's very sad.
I will never forgive them showing Luke drinking directly from my goddamn sea titty for blue milk. I will never forgive them for that scene. I like it when it's body temp. No, man, no. Not allowed.
Were they trying to turn him into like Yoda on Dagobah? You know, where it kind of goes a bit mental. Was that like the idea? I don't know. Or was it, again, was it comedy? I don't even know if it was comedy though.
It wasn't.
But it was
fucking cringe. It was cringe as fuck.
But were they trying for comedy? That's the question.
I think they were. I don't know.
They were trying for like Twitter LMAO comedy, like haha, so random. Sea manatee, titty, blue milk, hee hee. Like I think it
was more. They were pandering towards children, but that's
but you know, Star Wars is meant for kids, but like, you know, it's something we've all grown up on.
But that's the difference. I know it's meant for kids, but they know that the core audience who watch it.
I can tell you one thing: Rogue One was not meant for kids, dude. No fucking way.
It was really good.
That was a big boy movie. Big boy movie, big boy pants.
It was, and it was done so well. But like back to the question at hand: toxic or just high standards? Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back in time. Let's pretend the prequels have just came out.
Well,
let's be honest
with you. The prequels.
The prequels have seen a lot of a renaissance. I feel like at the time it was seen very differently. The problem was back then. Let's be serious. It was very much like what do you call the comic book guy from Simpsons?
Fucking hold on.
You know who I'm on about? It is comic book guy. Yeah. Isn't he just called comic book guy?
Yeah.
Let's see here. It's literally called comic book guy.
Yeah. That's just, like, that's
Jeffrey Jeff Albertson is his actual name.
But that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Complaining about Star Wars back then. You know, and you know what it was? I feel like the prequels suffered from a lack of the aesthetic. I feel like
because
Star Wars has an amazing aesthetic.
They put too much CGI.
Yeah.
Jar Jar.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, like they learned their lesson and they did get rid of Jar Jar. You know?
Yeah, they did.
Anyone remember that?
A little too late.
Yeah. Anyone remember that one about Jar Jar being a Sith Lord?
Yeah.
That would have been the greatest plot twist.
That would have been such a good plot twist.
Unironically, it would have actually been pretty fun. Would have been pretty fun. So, what is the little question, though? Toxic or just high standards? I mean, yeah, okay, anything can devolve in toxicity, but, I mean, the standards...
Well, Star Wars fandom
it's more of a thing where... Like people who have high standards are seen as toxic because they're comparing a new thing to the standard of what it should be.
Yeah.
And Star Wars fans were raised on Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
They're like exactly from like the man who made it, and so they're going to compare everything to those shows. However, nowadays it's changed. Nowadays they've changed from Lucas to Dave Filoni in the Mandalorian series. Mm-hmm. But more or less, Star Wars fans have like. Unlike a lot of fans, actually, a lot of things are Lucas at the highest rate. Anyway, but most people will compare this new thing to the old thing. Does it hold up to the old standard? And unfortunately, the modern movie maker, critiquer shit all see these fans as toxic because they don't just get hyped and consume new content. Like, no, this is shit.
I know people who watch The Mandalorian because they were so disappointed with Star Wars.
I don't blame them for doing that.
I don't blame them, but I kept trying to tell them, no,
it's actually really good.
It's actually very good, but they just won't.
I don't blame them.
Completely have mistrust in the franchise now.
Yeah, but that's that's fine. If you burn people that badly, do you expect them to come back? You know.
Well, not really. Well, that and remember those. What's her face? Kathleen Kennedy and all those actors were attacking the fan base.
Yeah.
You don't bite the hand. You don't bite the hand that feeds. It'd be like me or you attacking people who watch our videos and calling them fucking grognards without like a smile on our face. You know. It's like these people with any kind of media, you're held aloft by others. This is what I preach on the daily, where you're put in place by others. And you don't attack the people who pay for all your shit. And so it's why Dave Favreau and the Mandalorian series have almost kind of repaired that link. He said, hey, I got you. We're going to fix it. And he brought back that Star Wars charm with the Mandalorian. And it's like, it's one of those things where there are high standards. There are things that people do want to see. Like with Book of Boba Fett, by the way, spoilers. If we hear spoilers, turn away.
Well, okay, hold on. There's another episode.
We've only watched
the first two episodes.
Okay, but more or less, they bring back all these nods to like the first and second movie.
Yeah.
Like the barge disaster and like the monks who live in Jabba's palace. They're actually shown. There's the whole Tusken Raider thing going on.
Oh! Do you want to hear something really cool? I was looking up. Yeah. Megan was asking about the voice actor for the droid in Jabba's palace, right?
Yeah.
And you know that droid. It's the one that was burning the droid's feet. Do you remember that
Yeah,
one?
he was torturing a gonk droid,
Yeah, the same one, so it is. I thought that was really cool.
What I liked about Lorian, though, is that, I may be wrong, but I remember each episode was done by a different director.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Wasn't it?
But it was actually done very well. And each episode had such a different feel. One of them was like a Western, one was like a horror movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that you could see the different each director, but it still stayed within the same...
Well, that and these new directors and Dave Filoni, they're all pulling in old content. You see, with the new movies, they're trying to make all these new things. That this whole Mandalorian Boba Fett, they're pulling in old things and updating them, which is one thing that fans love. They love seeing old things brought back, like the Cantina Band or that big blue elephant.
Oh
dude,
I said to Megan about the blue elephant.
And it still
was that the one that was cut out though?
Because
they cut out for CGI. They changed I think they cut out that blue elephant. It was in the original movie, and then I think in like 2004 they changed it out for CGI to like something with big lips. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, the little singing monster thing.
Yeah.
But what's good, as you said, they're bringing back the old stuff, is that kids can also enjoy it.
Yeah.
But once they got the Star Wars,
should kids have to watch it?
No, but what I mean is we can enjoy it more personally, and the kids can.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the other thing, and we'll just kind of move on, like kind of keep trudging past the whole high standards thing, is that the old movies were slower. They were actually well paced. They actually planned out. The newer movies were so fucking fast. Like I watched every movie. I was a one angry dude in the fucking theater with some arms crossed, just glaring at the screen.
Ray learned to be.
And then like there's a huge
a week.
There's a huge like casino scene. Like why is this fucking scene here? Like there's a casino, there's a fucking animal run, and it's done.
Quick.
Like what's the point of that?
And then like they didn't have to go though. It even explained once they got back. That was just a complete waste.
It was a complete waste of time.
It's been a while since I've seen it, and honestly, the more I don't want to think about it.
Well, then you have Rey, who's this fucking junker on Jakku, or whatever fucking it's called, and she's like, she's able to pilot the Millennium Falcon on her own easily. Like, what? Like, the thing is, though, if they're taking the time, they could have said, hey, they should have shown scenes where she was breaking in, fiddling with it, learning the controls, reading manuals. No, she runs up in that bitch, the thing takes off. But what the fuck are you talking about? She can't just like that'd be like me walking into a fighter jet, turning it on, and flying off with it, without any kind of personal upkeep. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? She piloted this little giant speeder thing.
Oh, the fucking the wee chocolate ice cream. The wee Magnum.
The fucking fudge bar.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, they did this zoomed past shit, and then there's weird logical fallacies where, like, you're on a giant star cruiser, and you're like, oh, we got to do a suicide rush. There are AIs and droids who can push a fucking button and kamikaze their way through this fucking enemy fleet, but no, you got to have like the purple-haired like
bitch.
Oh, you know what fucking really did my dick in the most about that? Oh, Meg, you just left the chat. Never mind, it's alright. No, you don't need it. But
literally, she was like, but she was literally who? Like, who the fuck are you, and why are you here? And then, bam, she's dead.
Why not?
Why was she even there?
Why not use Mothma?
Why not use Mothma?
Like, she's already a character that exists.
Yeah.
She's perfectly capable.
Or what would have been really cool to see was Carrie Fisher. Because she died.
Oh my god, Carrie Fisher floating out in space. Oh my god.
You know what the saddest thing is? That's the last thing she did. That's the last fucking movie she did. And
it's a fucking travesty, dude.
You know what? I'm happy she didn't actually see the fan reaction. Honestly, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
In The Force Awakens.
Han died in that one. Yeah, because he said, I don't want to be... He already doesn't really like being in Star Wars because everyone asked about him.
I don't know why they did the second movie, Princess Leia died, and then that would be leave all of them dead bar Luke.
I think that's what they did, is it not? I think, Han died in the first one, then Leia, then Luke died in the...
They should have...
Or did Luke die at the end of the second one? I can't remember.
Well, I guess that's another thing where they're doing, where they kept killing off the old things. They kill off Han, they destroy the Millennium, they destroy that, destroy this. And it's like they're trying to stamp out like the old guard.
I was so...
but it was, you know what it was? They were trying to pass on the torch, if it were, but they're not passing. They're shitting on the old stuff.
They weren't passing the torch. They were stealing the torch and trying to run off with it and make their own thing. Yeah. And this is why Star Wars fans got so upset, because they were trying to steal an entire franchise and form it into something else, which is going to piss off any fan base. That's like taking, like, let's say, Steven Universe and saying, now we're going to do a war movie with it, where like everyone died. Like, no, it's not what they're there for.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. It was not based. It was cringe. The entire thing was cringe.
Yeah. But you know, on the other hand, I do feel like Star Wars is very redeemable at this point. We have seen that they are.
The TV shows are way better.
We know that they are capable of doing it.
And then we'll go to our second topic, which is Star Wars, whether a franchise is being saved by episodic series.
Yeah, I'm just going to straight up say it is at this point, because there's no other way to argue that. I've yet to meet someone. Okay, I've met a few people that say, "Oh, I hate Baby Yoda," but I think they hate Baby Yoda because normie memes. Yeah. If I be honest with you, I think they just hate them chicken nugget memes that fucking boomers post.
I still think they're kind of funny.
I don't think they actually hate the Mandalorian at all. I think they just hate. But honestly, Baby Yoda is so well designed.
Yeah.
It's such a great.
What I like with the Mandalorian, when like Baby Yoda it's brought a kids.
Yeah, it has.
Which I like to see.
Yeah.
It's that hook, like, hey, here's this cute little green thing. Fucking Starship Troopers. Would you like to know more? Yes.
Yes, I would like to know more about Baby Yoda. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing more about Baby Yoda, though. I've been, the worst thing is,
when's the next series? Is it this year?
I think it is. Not far.
Season 3 is coming out here in like first quarter, second quarter.
Oh, not bad, not bad. Good. I'm looking forward to that.
But it's one of those things where when you have an episodic series, you're actually able to tell the fucking story. Because they're trying to cram a 6-hour movie in an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you miss out. And that's why I think the last 3 movies were so fucking rushed, because they're trying to tell this grand overarching story, and they just fuck the pooch on it the entire time. And it's one you notice, like, if you notice a lot, except for maybe Doomcock, that a lot of the other like podcasters and other Star Wars things, they're afraid to like say certain words and step on too many. Like, I don't care. I get paid by the VA to fuck yourself.
Disability bitch.
I mean, it's just like, more or less, Kathleen Kennedy was setting the boat on fire, and Dave Favreau has a only fucking bucket, and he somehow put the goddamn fire out. And honestly, they should put Kathleen Kennedy out on a fucking rail, and it's like, get out, because you almost ruined everything.
Guardbros, don't go anymore. I don't want to end up on a watch list.
Too late.
Like, what I would do to her.
On another watch list, you mean?
Yeah.
Suddenly grabs Tiki Torch, I swear to God.
Yeah, I don't want to end up on another one of those, which I'm quite sure. Sometimes I wonder, it's like, how many watch lists am I actually on?
I'm on at least 2 because of the story. I was trying to like, how much C4 is too much C4 on Google? Like, what am I doing?
Yeah. Sometimes you have to be wary of it. Honestly, though, I think... Okay, so back to the episodic, what we're on about. So, TV in the last, 20-odd years, the license of Sopranos has just got better and better and better. Mm-hmm. And, the best thing for it, actually, that's one of the big clues we got out of COVID, was more focus on TV shows again. Mm-hmm. If we're going to get one positive out of COVID, I suppose that's that. And to tell a story, and the thing is, the best thing is, the money's there. Yeah. It used to be there was no money in TV shows. They refused to actually pump it with money because all the big money's on.
I would far more watch a movie now. Yeah. Because longer and you get more of a story. Yeah. You get more of the content.
I think things changed from a quick, simple movie to they want that nice slow burn. Because usually, especially with writing books, you can't cram all the shit in at chapter 1 and 2 and 3. A nice slow burn to a peak. It comes down to a crest.
I think that changed that though. I'm not going to put it out there, but Game of Thrones. The way they seen how people were getting so invested week by week, and the fan base kept growing and growing.
One thing I
people
noticed.
Were like, there's big money in TV shows.
See what happened back whenever the last season of Game of Thrones was out. I'm not even joking. My views dipped by at least 20. It was about 30% drop off, and then the second Game of Thrones was over, it jumped straight back up again. You know what I mean?
Because the whole week run up to we're looking up like theories, what's going to happen.
Yeah, like podcast people talking about it. Like Game of Thrones, people forget how big it was.
What's the term? It builds hype for the next episode.
Mm-hmm. Also, that was a big thing I saw because one of the first seasons of Mandalorian came out about the same time as The Witcher. Yeah. But The Witcher, they dumped all the episodes in one go as they do with Netflix. Which is it a good thing or a bad thing?
And I binged every fucking episode, bro. I sat on my couch and moved for hours.
I haven't. Me and Megan still haven't watched it yet because the problem is one of our mates Polish and he wanks over The Witcher, and he's like, "Oh, it's going to be shit." You know what I mean? It's shit. I wouldn't bother with any of that. But I think we really should get around to watch it. You know.
Saying, I mean, they do change. There are some frustrating points where they change the story, but overall it's pretty good. Yeah. But the thing is, though, with one thing I've noticed with Boba Fett and Mandalorian, they're running parallel story-wise. It's kind of cool because y'all will see in the third episode and fourth one, but
what this fourth one?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying when it comes out, you'll see the parallel. Okay. I have sources.
Okay.
Anyway, but more or less, they run parallel to the Mandalorian. And you can see other background characters from the Mandalorian running around in the fucking Boba Fett series. It's like yes, because people love what's the term? Continuity, whatever the hell it is. Yeah. Where you can see like you can pick out certain props, like and you'll see props being shared between the two shows. You know, it's like
You know what this kind of makes me think of? This is kind of like the argument for what's better, one-shots or campaign. You know what I mean? It's kind of it's a similar ballpark, though, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, you could call one-shots like movies and campaigns like episodic series, where it's one and done. You get your story, you're content, and but sometimes, I mean, you want both. People want
it's
both.
Like watching a movie and it's like a sequel.
Yeah.
Just to see what happens.
And sometimes that's just how campaigns come about altogether. It's like, you know what, that was actually a lot of fun. Can we expand on that at all? You know? And
in the movies like Encanto, you just need one and you're done. Call it there.
Alright, so what's up next, or do you want to keep going?
I mean, I can go all day on the whole episodic thing where more or less Dave is Dave Filoni and Dave Favreau or some shit? Hold on. Dave Favreau and Filoni, whatever the fuck it is.
I always see him as your boy from Friends.
Yeah.
So Dave Favreau and Dave Filoni, they're more, or Filoni, whatever. I mean, they're literally single-handedly repairing all the damage the old movies did, and they're doing it one episode at a time. And it's like a slow healing. And right now, people are mad about Boba Fett because like Boba Fett's not being a badass. He got digested. That's going to change a man.
Yeah, I think
he's going to have a few odd quirks about it. Because in my mind, I guess we'll move on to Boba Fett stuff. Like, the man was in a giant stomach, and no one came for him. He had no clan. He had no helpers. He was just a lone bounty hunter. And he went into a stomach, and no one came to find him. I mean, no one came to find him. He was alone. No one cared that he passed. So I could see how Boba Fett would go, you know what? I want a clan. Yeah. Where if I go missing, someone's going to notice and maybe come get me.
Yeah. If I be honest with you, though, it really does give me, especially with the leaders, I think of a mix of Dancing with Wolves in the last Samurai.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty much.
They did blend like.
Literally, his attitude is spending people.
Yeah, honestly, he fits in with them though.
Because it is leaning heavily on the quote unquote Dancing with Wolves trope. And Doomcock's, like, usually I agree with Doomcock, but this time I actually didn't agree. Because the bastard's ever he's just a guy who found the respect of the Tusken. He's not the best one. He simply got folded in with the clan and got taught certain things. He's not the best as Tusken. He's not like Tusken Raider Mary Sue Ray. He's just learned a few things from the Tusken Raiders. Yeah.
And he was trying to help honorary.
But like, what's he do? Like, honestly, like, okay, he goes to a bar, he kicks fuck out of like 5 thugs. That's not Mary C at all. It's Boba Fett, for fuck's sake. He's more than capable. He doesn't need his armor or whatever to be able to handle 5 thugs. Yeah. Then what's after that? The train scene. Train, you know, I think that's more than. I think he could if he had his all his gear, armor, I think he could salute that, if I be honest with you, and I don't think that would be considered Mary safe.
That fucking droid bails too.
Out the window. That was really good. I was like, See, also, that's one thing. Star Wars and droids do an amazing job. There was one I was watching a while back, and it was talking about the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek. And, with Star Trek, they spend an awful lot of time talking about droids and, the sentience and what constitutes...
My bad. It's Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni. My bad. The comments are gonna hear the comments. Hey, retard.
Actually,
well, we got enough actuallys on the last one, so we did.
Well, I was getting in fights in your fucking comment section.
Look, all I'm saying is, I did say the Chicken Wellington's gonna win. All right, and everyone's like, "Oh, you wouldn't stand a chance." Well, that's what I said. That's what I said. Okay, guys. Anyway, enough of that.
Go ahead. The droids, like droid sentience.
Yeah, droids are seen as a bit more of a joke in Star Wars, and it still works very well. And they don't really go into much talk about is this right? Is it wrong? It's more just how it is. But again,
I know some folks hate the aware B1s. I fucking loved them, dude. They were funny as shit.
Oh, yeah.
If you give a droid the ability to somewhat think tactically, it's going to develop quirks, And I love that thought process of, well, they might gain a few quirks here and there from being able to talk and compute and have main source of basically the T-series battle droids were basically dudes with robot armor. And they're funny as shit.
There's something Star Wars isn't Star Wars without an adorable droid or a funny droid. But the only droid that's shit is C-3PO, and I think everyone can agree with that. No one
fucking boomer droid. Fuck you.
Well, honestly, it is only boomers that say, "Oh, man, I love C-3PO."
I know. Who actually likes him? Nobody even liked him on set.
Nobody even likes the actor that much. Yeah. It's a shame because what can you say?
Yeah, but I think it's one of those things comparing the new episodic things to the quote-unquote old new movies, is that they kept trying to turn certain characters male or female, and you can kind of tell back and forth between, because it tried, let's make a female Luke, because basically Rey is a rushed version of Luke, but for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
and you can see the pattern, they're making Zorro female now.
Aren't they? No.
Yeah, they are.
I love Zorro as we kid.
They're making somebody else female.
Doctor Who, they did that a while back.
No.
Yeah. No. The thing is, the Doctor Who's female, Zorro's a female, Batman's female, Superman's gay. I mean, they just can't be fucked to make their own thing. They take a thing people love and just twist it apart to something else.
It's
and
corruption.
I can understand. Well, I understand wanting a female character. That's fine. People like female lead characters, but compare
there's plenty of great female characters in Star Wars.
Yeah,
one of the best
female characters.
One of the best examples, best examples is Leia literally choking Jabba the Hutt to death with her own chains, and people are gonna if that isn't some form of female empowerment, I don't actually understand what female empowerment is.
Here's what I can't stand, right, is that they're trying to mutate old characters. Han Solo has a fucking black wife in the books, and they won't fucking touch her. And her name is Sana Starios, but she's literally a black smuggler who's married, who kind of has a marriage with Han Solo, and if you want a strong female character, pick the space black woman, but they won't fucking do it.
That who the fuck didn't love Lando? Yeah, Lando is, and the best thing about Lando
I will not forgive the robosexual Lando. I will never fucking forgive it.
Let's forget that ever happened. Let's just blank that.
My robot's got to vibrate. Said, know what I'm saying, boys? Nah, man. Nah, get that shit out of here.
But Lando's put into an incredibly difficult situation. When the Empire shows up, what option does he have?
You mean Chad Lando, who's man, I gotta save my people. Fuck.
He's got no. What else can he do? He does what he has to do, but he definitely does redeem himself very early on and gets. You know what I mean? And it just works.
Yeah, here's a good way for all of you out there to see whether or not a character is a Mary Sue. What are their faults? If you think about it, that Jin Darin, or the Mandalorian guy, he has his faults. He's part of a cult. He's religious. He's almost sanctimonious about the religion. Boba Fett has his own past faults. He's trying to redeem himself, but he's still prone to violent outbursts of anger and lack of thinking. Jyn from Rogue One was a literal rogue. She was very combative. What faults did Rey have?
She was too good.
Yeah, she was too perfect.
She was, and I quote, the bestest ever, and she had no faults. She knew what to do at all times. She had mastered lightsaber combat by herself and like a weekend visit with Luke Skywalker. I mean,
she was unironically 5th edition Ultramarines.
she
that's
was.
What she was.
Space Marine Captain, like fucking Philandros running around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, but like, you can always tell a good character by what faults do they have, and a good character will always have faults because it makes you connect to their humanity.
Yeah.
Rey seemed fucking inhuman because she had no faults.
You know,
I mean,
I think I know. I think I know where I want to end. Where I want to point this because we're half an hour in, and I don't want to go. I think we'll touch about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
But what I want
not 2 hours, bro.
No, what I would like to move us into would be more. Well, I would like some white pills. I don't want to think about any. Don't give me black pills on Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I think it's just setting. What
it's coming
works and what's great. Okay, so what is great? Honestly. The role-playing games are amazing.
Yeah.
You play yourself, Guardbro. You play the war game.
I play the ass out of Star Wars Legion, dude. That's like it's just every 40k scratch I have, dude. Like it's just it's so good and it's balanced and it's like
I'm really tempted to get onto it because I do love war games. I just hate Games Workshop. You know, and I feel like I would love to play war games again. I haven't played war games in about 3-4 years now, maybe.
Well, it's one of those things where, like for Star Wars Legion, and like the starter box contains two skirmish armies, all the tools you need. There are certain tools like movement tools. It's only like $99 for like 2 skirmish armies. And it's super affordable. Like I went and bought an A5 speeder, the fucking mom van for like $69. Like fuck, dope, funny number. I'll buy it.
Megan, I really want to pick up Imperial Assault, so I do. It's like a Hero Quest box game, but Star Wars. I think honestly, we'd really enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I'm just glad that the RPG games haven't been ruined by this whole Star Wars movie thing. They've been kind of holding their own because they literally levy off old Star Wars.
Oh yeah, and they're doing a great job, and they're a lot like honestly. I would recommend to anyone to try them out. Anytime I bring up Edge of the Empire, I wank over the dice mechanic system. I think it's just very well done.
Just fucking meat flapping in the background. You know?
No, but it is. Also, I love the threat dice. I love the way the dice almost tell the story for you. Almost. So
I've never played it myself, but you've told me.
I really enjoyed it, and I'm thinking about picking up the rules in the near future.
Yeah.
Just because I would love to.
I've already heard fucking Grognards. Actually, it's really hard to tell a story by dice.
No. Far from it. I think it's because okay, so not everyone can get the nat 20. You know what I mean? You only get that with the.
Nat 20
with the yellow dice. There's a lot to it, but honestly, if anyone guys are interested, I really highly recommend checking out the dice mechanics or just Edge of the Empire in general because I think it's a solid play of it, and that's where I really think Star Wars is going. Star Wars to me. Okay, to give you a brief rundown. As a child, I was obsessed with Warhammer 40k. Indiana Jones and Star Wars, and they were the big things for me.
I was a young boy back in 1999.
Yeah. What were your ones, Megan? What were your big obsessions as a child?
Polly Pocket.
Polly Pocket.
you know your Megan's niece asked what's a Polly Pocket?
No, it's because you got bought.
Oh, is that what it was?
No, my big obsession whenever I was a kid.
Calamity Jane.
Calamity Jane. That's
fucking love. I don't know. I went in and out of obsessions really quickly. I still do.
For you, probably just animals would be the only one you still hold. Lizards and reptiles. And, what's his name? Fucking Crocodile Man.
Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
Steve Irwin.
I still can't watch videos about him with crying like a baby.
Yeah, Megan's gully. Well,
unfortunately,
him and Robin Williams get me.
Well, when you see Steve Irwin, you see his kids, you just see Steve, and it fucking tears your heart apart.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Especially Robert. He's just so like his
son.
Yeah. But no, Guardbros, what was your one? What we
man
as a child?
my father was infantry until he told like 2 years ago, and when I first was born, he was just getting into 40K and fantasy Warhammer, and then we moved to Germany. And I was exposed to every fandom out there because it was all ravenous at that time in the 90s, and Star Wars, fucking Star Trek. I'm still not fully. I think Star Trek's for nerds, and
yes, so do
I like Star Trek. Also,
it was too clean. It was too clean.
Okay, don't get me wrong. It is a very well. You know what? Try Deep Space Nine. Honestly, if you think it's too clean,
and I love nerdy stuff, but I just think Star Trek's a bit too much.
You know, no, Star Trek is. I think it's worth a watch. It is okay. You know, I hate to use this example. A mate sent to me a while back, and yeah, he's kind of true, but kind of not. He said Star Trek is the ultimate SJW. Power fantasy.
It is though. It is. It absolutely is.
Everything's a bit too perfect, and humans will never reach what they are in Star Trek. We would need to change our entire. We need to kill every Republican alive to achieve Star Trek. Something like that, sadly, yeah. But it would just be, you know, the problem I've got with, you know, I suppose in Star Trek they've went past that. No one needs to work anymore. Everything's just so everyone needs to then become an art. It's kind of like, you know what it is. It's kind of like the Eldar in 40K.
Kind of, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of is.
And are humans, if we reach that level of technology, will we be able to expand? Will we become great artists and literature and spend all of our time doing X, Y, and Z? Or are we going to turn into Wall-E or worse, or Dark Eldar?
No, we'll probably turn into fucking orcs if anything.
Wall-E?
What?
Yeah.
Wall-E? I think
the whales.
Yeah. It's
humanity's
but besides Star Wars and 40K, even growing up, I was all about world building. Probably it's like I look back, literally, I always wanted to write a book, but I was just too fucking stupid to do it. I was not a bright kid, bro. I was fucking dumb as shit.
Same, but I'm still a retard.
Yeah, but literally, I consumed all fantasy media, and that was like my biggest thing was just reading anything anything that got me out of like my fucking shitty my shitty pre-teen teen life. I just consumed because I was like angsty teenager. Life is bad. You know, I was cringe. I was fucking cringe as a kid, dude.
Yeah,
cringe
as
a kid.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah, that's not even a question.
I was
like
adults are stupid. I am so smart.
Yeah, you know that's the worst thing. Is,
my life is a block of best. Nobody ever understands me.
No, that is the worst thing. Is they see teenagers, they do think of themselves as highly intelligent.
Yeah.
And
I have one last topic we should probably touch on before we head off. Star Wars, Land of Soys or Chads? And I think it's a war between the two.
Both?
Yeah.
That's what the argument's over?
Yeah.
That's what it's all over?
It's a constant war between, we need more, blah, 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 and the fucking Chad's going, no, just do Star Wars.
I
don't care, just do Star Wars.
I've got this. No, I think I understand this. So what is Star Wars all about? Star Wars is always a fight with the balance of the Force, is it not? Yeah. Could we say the Force, the Chad cannot exist without the soy, and the soy cannot exist without the Chad? Maybe is
bigger question: is soy the light side or the dark side?
Well,
the dark side has to be dark.
Yeah, well, of course.
The dark side of the soy.
I wouldn't point fingers, you know. But no, definitely, yeah. And the worst thing is, they fucking deserve it. They fucking do deserve it.
I know.
You know the problem is with Star Wars. There's too many. You know what will fix Star Wars. Middle-aged men need to stop buying fucking Funko Pops of Star Wars. That's what to save Star Wars. That is the only way. Funko Pops must be stopped at all costs.
Funko Pops and stop buying your wife's boyfriend Nintendo Switches.
Yeah, that's all that needs to be done, and that'll save Star Wars. That's the struggle we're in. Funko Pops are actually
Funko Pops.
Funko Pop. You know that's the thing. No, that's the thing. See, I don't actually have anything against Funko Pops overall. What I've got is
the people who collect them.
Yeah,
like I don't mind. Like people have like 1, 2, or 3, maybe they're favorites.
And even then, I don't even mind like guys that aren't like on the internet that like, you know, people buy them Funko Pops from time to time. I don't really see a big issue with that either. but you know exactly the Funko Pop collector is a different breed of human being.
Well, it's like a fucking Beanie Baby cringe. Like, if I have all the Funko Pops, I'll have millions of dollars. No, you just have a lot of plastic, bro.
Yeah.
Well, again, but then people would argue, oh, what's the difference between Funko Pops and, models, for instance? Well, models, you need to spend a bit of time, you need to learn how to
At least you play with models.
Yeah, first of all, at least at the very least, they are the same as chess pieces, they are playing pieces.
Actually, there's a hard difference. Models you build yourself, paint yourself, display, and play yourself, hold on, roll it backwards, play with others. There you go. Well, Funko Pops just buy box, and Funko Pops look dumb as shit anyway. Those big ass googly fucking eyes.
I think that's the problem with it. It's the art style as well. It's very.
Actually, hold on. I still kind of Funko.
Do you have a Funko Pop, Guardbros?
I have.
Oh, you do. You've got some Doctor Who ones.
I have what's called Funko Minis, where they actually have proper proportions. Hold on, I'll send you a picture real quick.
All right, post it in the chat, sure. I'll throw it in.
But because I hate Funko. I saw it in fucking the dollar store, Funko Minis, and they're actually really cool looking.
I only ever bought them I really like the character. They like the show, so I had.
Yeah, you gotta look.
And I have Doctor Who. I have Matt and David Doctor Who.
Yeah. You see, I'm a simple man. I see Cara Dune, I buy Cara Dune because muscle mommy, please.
But again, when you buying them, these were back in 2013, 14.
Yeah.
We weren't going out very long,
no.
And that was long before the Funko Pops became.
They actually do have
what happened to her? Actually, what was the whole fucking deal with her? She got cancelled, didn't she?
Well,
yeah, because she was coming back to fans.
Yeah.
Well, Cara Dune scares the soy boys, so they had to get rid of her.
Yeah, good.
And more or less,
they actually
fans
got rid of her?
Well, they tried to, but she's coming back though.
Oh, is she?
No, that's good. That's
good. Because Cara Dune was going to be the first character for the Ranger series, Space Ranger was what it is, and because she said something about how I won't get into it. It was big Twitter post. She was correct. All right, all right, YouTube. Let's hear it. She was correct.
It's been a while. I honestly don't even know what it was about.
But Cara Dune is the pinnacle of that's why I don't get Cara Dune and her actress are the pinnacle of the strong female archetype. She's a literal wrestler and can body most men. She was big muscle mommy energy going on there. I would happily let Cara Dune choke me out. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, go for it. Okay. So really, what I think is, so that would you say possibly as a good argument for it's we want female empowerment, but not that type of female empowerment. Yes.
Well, literally, they're literally picking and choosing. They are. They're well, can we have someone who's you want a strong female character? Cara Dune and her actress, whose name escapes me, was a literal strong female character.
Gina something, is it not?
Oh yeah, was it Gina something, wasn't it?
Gina Carano.
Yeah, that was that.
But literally, when she did her fight scenes, they were having to if you ever watch female actresses do fight scenes, the male counter actors pull a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. Cara Dune didn't pull shit. She was actually going into it because she actually knew the moves and all that. Yeah. Cara Dune fighting Din Djarin, it felt meaty because they were both going at it,
Yeah.
But Cara Dune, she's the opposite of Rey. She actually doesn't need. She's basically. She was a rebel airborne assault trooper, which is fucking already badass as fuck.
Yeah. Start to do a podcast of Guardbros fangirling.
Bro, you cannot imagine the amount of ooh energy I have for fucking Cara Dune and fucking Gina Carano. You have no idea.
Yeah, I can definitely see it.
If Gina Carano said, "Give me your money," I'd be like, "Here's my money, my pants, my shirt,
and my asshole,
my phone number." Yeah. Please sign my face on the way out.
No, but so
another big thing about the whole fandom was that when they tried to remove Gina Carano, they saw it as virtue signaling, and that almost burned The Mandalorian out. Actually.
Oh yeah. There's Gina
Carano's a Nazi. And fucking, they almost lost The Mandalorian over that shit.
See the amount of fucking see celebrity types. They need to get off Twitter.
They do.
They just do.
Twitter is the worst thing for humanity than fucking like. Twitter is worse than meth for fucking humanity, dude. Like, just get off of Twitter.
I honestly think it's probably just as bad for your health to a certain extent. Like, it's.
Have you seen the mental health of folks who live on Twitter?
Yeah.
Like you go into a Twitter account and you'll see like this huge like virtue flag of what they like. I don't care. Where are your memes? Show me your memes. I don't care about your fucking virtue signaling. And it's just Twitter is like it's like the Sarlacc pit for people. It consumes you and holds you until you die. It drags you. It fills out a tendril, drags your ass in. Like, oh, here's a porn image. Cool. Click and it drags you in. Like, no, never. I just wanted fan art. And now you're being consumed by the Twitter beast for 1,000 years. Like it's the worst thing for any kind of community, fan base, movie, cartoon is the worst fucking thing for anything.
I honestly do think the way Twitter's algorithm works, it's designed in a way that anger is... Now, we already know anger gets shared very quickly online, no matter anywhere.
Anger and outrage, yeah.
But I definitely think Twitter is specifically towards that. I think that's definitely the biggest thing. Also, like, the people that just live on Twitter also are pretty much sad acts, and it doesn't matter who they are. If they see anyone online, see this problem with cancel culture, it doesn't matter what the person did, what the situation was, they'll just jump on the bandwagon because they want to be on the light side of history after all.
At the time.
They are the hardest bandwagons where if they can get the scent of blood, someone says that man's a Nazi, they believe it immediately. No sense of actual
it's like
proof or evidence.
On the band.
No. Well, what was it? The director for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember his big
James
thing?
Gunn.
No,
it's not James
I can't remember his name. Anyway, so the director for Guardians of the Galaxy, he first of all, I don't really care. For me, the jokes were just not really funny. No. So he made all these, they just weren't really funny. But I don't like.
Hold on. Before you go any further, if Twitter hates one thing, if the far left fucking people hate one thing, they hate humor.
No,
they hate jokes. They hate that shit.
Well, this was their double standard in play. So pretty much, the director made all these tweets about fucking babies or some shit.
What?
This is back in 2012, 13.
It was back during
and honestly, internet humor was a bit different back then. It was a lot. You could get away with a lot more edgy things. Coming after shit. Yeah, exactly. Personally, I don't really find the jokes all that funny, even for back then. I wouldn't have said they were funny. But anyway, so these tweets come about this year back, and then everyone started defending him because he's a big SJW. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, so it's okay for him over there who kisses the ring or whatever you want to call it, or it's like, no, I repent for my ways and all that. It's like, no, it's okay for him, but anyone else. See this whole cancer shit? It's a shit.
I found them.
Oh, what does it say? What is the tweet? What was it about again?
Honestly, there's actually quite a few of them, but basically, it involves Baby Groot, and these are all so tame, dude. Like, what the?
Were they?
Yeah, Baby Groot saying fuck all the time. It's like I don't. What? These caused all the fucking. Hold on.
Well, let me see. Hold on, I'll flash it up on screen for the boys.
His name's James Gunn.
Oh yeah, that was a James.
Yeah, that's James Gunn. I said.
James Gunn, bad tweets. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I see him now. These are spicy boys.
Yeah, and I think you should is he?
Oh my god.
Well, I haven't read them.
I'll post it in the chat here. These are 4chan tier shit posts.
Yeah, honestly, they're not really that funny. But should someone be getting count? Is he actually going? You know what I mean?
These are /B posts in a nutshell.
Yeah. Oh, here and look at the dates. Actually, the older than what I thought.
2008, dude.
2008, 2009. That's honestly there's no big deal here. There really isn't. It's nothing. It's a complete nothing. But it's what I'm trying to get at is the double standard of it all. You know what I mean?
He says, new poll, not 11 jokes, always in poor taste or sometimes funny.
I mean, like, I don't know.
He said laughter is the best medicine. That's why I laugh at Hold on. Is James Gunn a 4chaner? Because this is 4chan posts on Twitter.
He probably was at one point in his life. Let's be serious.
Like my God, these are /B tier shit posts. Just these are shit posts where they're designed to make people angry.
Yeah,
I guess it worked.
So but that again, that's a prime example. If it wasn't like the shining beacon of all that sort of stuff on Twitter, if it was someone else, you'd never have heard from them again. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean?
No.
And and I think that's a big problem with it all. But I like to see with Star Wars, people are fighting back, and it's not. And there is a lot of hope. Should I say a new hope for Star Wars?
A new hope. Oh, very funny, James. Very funny.
Yeah. Well,
you're a big funny man.
Will we end it there?
Anytime he makes jokes again, I'm a dad now. I have to make jokes.
Yeah, I tell you, you know what I mean. So look, guys, if you stayed with us this long,
well done.
Well done. This was very off the cuff. We're going to be doing this once every 2 weeks or so.
Neckbeardia schizo posting? What?
Oh, we've got quite a few schizo postings. Will be out by this. But yeah, no.
Hope you enjoyed. Check out Guardbros Book. Links down below. Check out his.
All that shit. How have you not checked it out at this point?
I know.
We got he's.
When your friends shill for you, based.
Yeah, just go check them out. If you enjoy this stuff, you enjoy.
Check out the links to the website.
Also, tell us your thoughts about Star Wars, because for me, as I've said,
I'm sure they will.
Yeah,
I'm sure we don't even need to tell.
As well, in the comments below, let us know what subjects you want to hear us rant about, because we need
yes.
Well, we got a few. Well,
one of the subjects.
They're all about Star Wars and D&D.
One of the subjects we have to rant about is.
Okay, we'll go down the critical bad or
why Guardbros cringe.
A study.
That'd be a long video, bro.
Making homebrew does not make you a good DM. Why monks belong in the fucking
trash. In the trash.
Tiefling cringe.
What flavor is the red pill anyway?
Probably metallic.
Why does the Anon coom?
He needs to wank before he posts.
Yeah, so we need help. Give us some topics.
Oh yeah, if you have anything interesting, we're just we only went for the Star Wars one because we had a few of them, and
well, that's easy.
Yeah, and also it's on at the minute. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
The time
I'm just so glad that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. See, I remember this time that they're repairing Star Wars. They are. I mean, they're fixing it, and by God, they will erase these last movies. Yeah. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
I'm happy for it because, it has been a little thing the last 10 years or so. It feels like everything you love as a child slowly just turns to shit or gets rebooted in a horrible way, be it Ghostbusters or
even the live action animation.
Well, that's just due to Hollywood being fucking corrupt, creatively corrupt.
We could do a video talking about Hollywood.
Oh, fuck that. That'll be 3 hours. That'll be 3 hours long with a lunch break in between. Fucking coffee breaks. We keep fucking talking. They don't have an original bone in their body nowadays, dude.
No. Yeah, and the worst thing is they wouldn't even And the thing is, the writers are there. There's so many posts I see of people writing on the internet, and they would make great movies.
Peter would.
Yeah. That would. I don't think I'd be allowed to even post any picture.
No.
So that's
talking about that, I got a breaking news alert.
What did you get?
That got a breaking news. Prince Andrew loses military title. Is no longer.
Oh,
civilian.
So he's already getting fucked out the door, so he is before the trial even starts. So that says
trial. What?
Yeah, he's going to court. So he is over the whole thing.
About what?
Because, to put it simply, for me to not sound like a schizo and get banned off YouTube. So pretty much I believe that Prince Andrew is somewhat of a fall guy. I believe he's pretty much nobody in the grand scheme of things. And with Maxime and all that, she got done for
that thing. Okay. I'm tracking.
Well, she got done for child trafficking, But
I think she was
it was really weird. She got trafficking for there was no children involved and who children were for or anything like that. So look, I'm probably not allowed to talk about this on YouTube without.
And then
I hear the comments. How is this Star Wars question?
And then I seen on TikTok. The main female suspect in case it looks exactly like
her. Meg, you can't say like the mother.
Anywho, the next podcast.
We all know who took her.
Look, maybe we should do an unedited version. Maybe people are going to pay for it. Maybe behind a paywall so we can actually do like schizo posts. You know what I mean? But until then, I hope you guys enjoy
Check out the links, Guardbros Book, check out his channel, all that good shit. Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can find every time we post a video. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.